Sanitary fees shall come.
A career is a long career. Upward of fulfillment that you derive from carrying out your activities you enjoy, and the most important thing is you are adding value to other people. You can be doing a job and you are not adding value. But when it comes to career and purpose, you can do the two and you are doing what? You are adding value. We have people who are medical doctors, and while you are there, they are doing things that is even helping you to heal up of your infirmity, even without them dispensing any drug to you. So we have these three components. So by this time, you should be able to differentiate between your job, your career, and your what? And your purpose. So I want to pick it one after the other. The next slide, please. So I personally ignore job. The most important is a career and a what? And a purpose. Because in your career, you can find your job. I hope you believe that. You can be doing a job. You can be having a career and yet it's fetching you money. You can even be fulfilling your purpose and yet you are getting money from it. Do we believe that? So that's why I ignore job. So let's now go to career. So career, the next slide please. A career requires, you can see a man with what there? Is what? What's he doing with the ladder? He's climbing the ladder. So a career requires a long ladder you need to climb continuously to reach your destination. At the top of that ladder is your what? Your dream and your aspiration. So you have the mind of building your career and not just looking for a job to meet your needs. We find it that many of us will just look for a job. We don't look for a job that will help us to build our career. I hope you are getting the point. Career is very important to build, but before you can build that, after some time, your attention, your skill will be, and they will pay that 300,000 that you are looking for. But because of our quest for money, you know, the problem we have most of the time is, you know, when you want to employ some people, the next thing they will ask you is, how much are you going to pay? Am I saying the truth? That's the next question they will ask you. They will value that job we add to them. That after some time, your skill will be much needed in a higher place than what you think of, because you have added value and skill to yourself. You know, let me be practical. I was working in a place when I was still in Ibadan, and I saw an opening of where I actually wanted, and I applied. So when I went for the interview, and they brought out my CV, And they saw that I have worked in a particular place. The interview panel became me. And they said, so you mean you have worked in years? So what do you do? We have been hearing about this place before. And I started explaining to them. Before I know, they started signaling to them. After some months, they called me and they gave me the job. Because of what? Where they were not, that time they were paying me 35,000. But because there are so many skills to please, I have so many guys around me. They are so IT tech. They work hands practical. So we are so exposed to so many things. So I was just there. After that, I would take transport of like, let me say, 8,000 in a month. But I just, let me stay here. I love it. When they did that interview, I was called and I was given the job. Why? Because I stayed. Not because of the money. Because I would have gone somewhere else. My career. So that's one thing you should know. So that's one thing you should know. So that's one thing you to have a steam power and have a steam power in the job or have what to have a steam power experience and have a just for a period of time, just for a long time. Look at and expertise, specific skills. I hope we get that. I hope we get that. This one you are doing, this one you are doing. I should not learn any other thing. I should not let everybody know what you are good at. I should not let everybody. So that is how. I should not let everybody. That is how. But that is harder. But you know most of the time, you don't want to finish today. So let's not go to work. So let's not go to work. So let's not go to work. So let's not work for. So let's not feel by purpose. So let's not feel a person by purpose. So let's not feel a person by standards. So let's not understand by standards. So let's not understand by standards. So let's that's our premier. That's our premier. That's our premier. Now I do what? God is happening. God is happening. You can be collecting big money and God is not happy with you. And people around you are not benefiting from what you are doing. Then what's the essence? So our purpose is to do what? Is to affect lives. So don't just have a career without a purpose. We have people who have a career. They build their career as a banker, they are rising, they become the CEO of their rising, but they don't have a purpose. Inside your career, you can also find your purpose. Do you know that? And you can be affecting life. It is important that you have a purpose and not just a career. You know, Jesus has a career. He was what? He was they call him the son of what? A carpenter. That means he has been with that, learning what? Carpentry work. So don't say, I am just a Christian. No. We should not live a life of non-entity. Do you understand? Let's build ourselves. Let's add value to ourselves. You can build your career and yet you are spirit-filled. You are doing the work of the kingdom. So Jesus has a career and yet he fulfilled a purpose. It's the same thing was to Paul. He has a career. He was a lawyer. He read law. He's a tent maker. If you go and read the book of Acts, you will see the intellect of Apostle Paul, the way he talks. Before you say, oh, you gang, what? Agrippa. He talked to the point that they said, do you want to make us to become a Christian? You can see his level of, he was not an entity. He knows He knows things. He was not just speak by the floor and say he's the person that knows what he's doing. He read law. So we are expected as Christians to also have things that you do. You build your career and you fulfill your purpose. So the purpose of Christ is the purpose of every believer. So our purpose is to give life to men. We bring joy to the heart of men, affect the lives of others for Christ. Thank God that's the anchor text of this church. John 10:10. We have come, Christ has come, and he has come to destroy the works of the devil. And he's asking us to do what? To do the same. That we may give life to other people that come around us. So discover your purpose and pursue it. Then all other good things will be added to us. When you pursue your purpose, you see that money will come. But when you are pursuing money, you are not adding value to yourself, not doing things that will make money to follow you. Hey, it's not good. So while we do this, all other things will be added to us. Then how do we strike a balance with our family life? As good as all these things are, we need to do what? Strike a balance. He said, over time, issues has come up between couples and their children to avoid any threats to your marriage. I have seen, and this brother was burning for God.